What's up, guys? Hope you are having an amazing day. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is sponsored by Darkslide Film Lab. We talk more about Darkslide Film Lab at the end of the video. It's been an interesting year, couple of years actually, and there's been a lot that has happened in the film photography community, and some interesting stuff have been happening, some fun stuff, some not really great stuff too as well. Fujifilm discontinuing almost all their films, and Kodak raising prices and all that. So it's been a roller coaster for all these, for all of us, film photographers. But recently, I stumbled upon an article that I found very, very interesting, and I thought I will bring it on here for us to talk about it and also to hear what you guys have to say about it and actually what you guys think about it. So before I get into it, a little bit of history here, uh, just to kind of see where it all started from and how far we've come, and tied into exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video today. Somewhere in 1885, George Eastman made the first roll film, and apparently, as I read, it wasn't that safe. So, fast forward in 1908, Kodak made the film again, and this time they made it safe for the public to be able to use. And technology is advancing, and the world is growing at a very fast pace. So then comes in digital cameras. And in 1975, Kodak made the first digital camera. And then somewhere in 2012, Kodak was forced into declaring bankrupt. At some point, Kodak came back again, producing film again. And then somewhere in 2018, 2019, this is when I have already moved to the United States. This is where, after I've gotten into film, all of a sudden film started becoming very popular again, somewhere in 2018, 2019. And then fast forward, and this is when I actually personally really started knowing and hearing about AI. So in 2022, AI became a huge thing, and this whole movement of AI photography started up. When you go on Instagram, people started posting about AI photography and all that, which kind of raised a lot of concerns. People having conversations about where photography is going, and if that was going to be the next thing, because we had film and then we had digital cameras, and now AI, where you just put in information on the internet and it just spits out an image of whatever it is that you instructed it to give you. Now, whether you consider that photography or not, that is a different topic to have conversation about. It got to a point where Kodak raised their prices, and on YouTube, on the internet, on Instagram, a lot of people started going into digital again, especially Fujifilms. A lot of people that were shooting film were getting into Fujifilm cameras. Film was getting expensive, developing. If everybody is moving to digital, or if Kodak raises the prices of film to the point where we cannot buy them anymore, the conversation is, what are we going to do with all these film cameras that we will be having, that we have? Are we just going to throw them away? Are we going to recycle them? Is it going to be all decorations and just, have it on your shelves and not be able to use them again? I've actually thought about all these stuff before. And even though I know that film is not going anywhere soon, it's not going to disappear anytime soon. These conversations are sometimes important because it gets it prepared to when the time comes when maybe we cannot get films to shoot again. So this article that I stumbled upon, I read that a group of people in Portugal have been working on making a sensor that you can put in your film cameras to be able to use them to take digital photos. Yeah, let that sink in for a minute. They have developed a roll, which is a sensor. It's not a raw film, but they've made it like they have made the cassette that a sensor is connected to. So you will load it just like you are loading your normal film, but it has a sensor, a digital sensor, a micro four thirds sensor that you're going to put in your film camera and shoot digital photos with it. And it's a 20 megapixel micro four thirds sensor that you will shoot with your 35 millimeter cameras. And in the article on their website, it says on here that the Kickstarter was going to start 4 days ago, but I think it's already started because on their Instagram, they have it on there that it's already started. And so it for just the whole kit, it's going to cost for early birds, for people that are going to go in early for the Kickstarter. It's going to be $595. And I think it says for 250 early backers. So if you're among the first people that backs the Kickstarter, it's going to be $250. And then after that, it's going to be 705 for the Kickstarter. And then in full production, you will be buying it for $899. So it looks like it's not going to be cheap. I mean, for that price, wouldn't you just buy like a Fuji, S Pro 1 or Fuji XE1, or maybe even the XE2 or S Pro 2? I don't know. Maybe if you really want the analog feel, the film, the actual film feel, then buying that is gonna make sense, because people buy Fuji films because of that, because of the analog feel, because of it makes them feel like, looks like film, with all the film simulations and stuff like that. So yeah, that is the price for you. Let me know. Are you going to buy it? Are you not going to buy it? Are you going to, back them on the Kickstarter? How is this going to be for the film community? This is very interesting. It kind of make me ask, what will film lab developing labs do? What will people that sell film, like people that their business is selling film, or people that their business is developing film? Which brings me to Darkslide Film Lab. Actually, Darkslide Film Lab is run by my friend Emily. She's not paying me to say this. I have not been paid or given anything to say this, but my friend Michael Kiddox bought me this shirt and hat as a gift. And I just thought, okay, why don't I wear it and give a shout out to Emily? She's in Connecticut. You can check her website and Instagram, Darkslide Film Lab, and she's pretty amazing. I will encourage you, if you don't develop your own film, send your film to Emily at Darkslide Film Lab for her to develop it for you, scan it for you, give you that big fat tip file, so you can have amazing quality images. So yeah, I'll put all her information in the description below. Go check her out. Tell her I sent you. Maybe she might end up sponsoring this video, but we will see. Anyway, my final take, I don't think this is coming and going to destroy the film community or industry, or like it's gonna come and film is just going to go downhill. I don't think this is going to happen. Just as anything else, we are evolving. The people are coming up with very creative and innovative things for us to be able to use alongside with this, old and analog gears and cameras that we have. So it's good that we have someone that is doing that for the community. Like I said, if it gets to the point where film is getting too expensive, or if it gets to the point where we can't find them anymore, we know there are alternatives. We know there are people out there that are, creating stuff that we can still shoot these cameras that we love. I would love to see someone do that, but with medium formats, even if it's a full frame sensor, because now the first one that has been developed is a micro four third, and it's not even a crop sensor. So, I mean, if you're just posting on Instagram, just posting on social media, if you're making just small prints, you should be fine. I'm sure there's a lot of people who have made videos about printing from micro four third. It's out there on YouTube. On here, you can go watch and see for yourself how they perform. But I'm not here. I have never shot a micro four third before, so I don't know how they work. I don't know how they function. But you should be able to get information on YouTube. Also, I read somewhere that, well, actually on the same article, that you can shoot up to 4K video with this sensor. So that is very, very interesting. It's a 20 megapixel micro four third, and you will be able to shoot, I think on here it says up to 4K 60 FPS, which is very, very, very impressive. I think what they are saying on here too is it's going to come with some sort of a grip. You know how when you want to shoot multiple frames with like kind of the motorized multiple frame with the Nikons and Canons, if you know what I'm talking about, it's going to be something similar with all the, the digital information and all that in the bottom, and there's going to be a screen. It's going to be very interesting, so, well, that's it for the video. Let me know if this is something you're going to invest in, or even if you will want to try it out. Like I said, personally, yeah, I would love to try it out. I'd love to see how it performs, and let's continue the conversation in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on my Instagram, Edmund K. Boateng. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.